so far, what we have been able to establish is that there were these persons that were picked up in Merida sometime between Saturday night early Sunday morning, and that one of them that the main focus is on is an American citizen of Arab origin. It is referred to in one of the Mexican newspapers. What we have been able to establish so far, I must say that Mexican authorities have been in touch with Belizean authorities on the matter, and Belizean authorities have been prompt in trying to establish whatever we can. Presently, the Ministry of National Security and the police department are very busy investigating all angles of this. First of all, we need to establish whether in fact the passports issued in the case of this American citizen of Arab origin, whether that passport was officially issued, because that would be much different than if it was a totally fake passport. What we have been able to establish is that the passport was actually issued in the name of William Dick, who also was carrying with him a Belizean, what appeared to be a Belizean birth certificate, as well as driver's license issued in the name of William Dick. I think I said William, I meant William Dick. And on his driver's license, he carries a Belmopan address. And so what our authorities are trying to do, first of all, is to establish whether these documents were officially issued, because that would make it a much different matter than in fact they were just fake documents. And he was picked up along with our understanding is maybe as much as 12 persons, but there's a focus also on 2 other persons who were also apparently carrying Belizean documents, fake documents. The first person who the attention is mostly on is one Rafiq Mohammed Alaboon, who is actually going by the fake name of William Dick, and he lists his address in a driver's license as Belmopan, but having been born in Shipyard, or at least to parentage from Shipyard in Orange Walk. So all these various angles are being investigated by our authorities.
What about the other 2 persons with Belizean travel documents?
Well, as well, those are being investigated by our authorities to establish who, in fact, these persons are, what documents they were carrying, and whether those documents were officially issued by any Belizean authorities. And so it is a whole comprehensive investigation that has to take place. There are a couple of other persons whose name were mentioned to us by Mexican authorities that are known to Belizean authorities as people who have been residing in Belize. And as well, we are investigating all those angles, and a full investigation is taking place on the background of those persons.
How much longer will that investigation be going on?
Well, as you will imagine, these investigations have to be conducted as promptly as possible, because we have to also be coordinating with the Mexican and American authorities. Clearly, you understand the implications of persons of suspected origin, trying to make their way through Mexico, possibly into the United States, especially at a time like this when we know it's the anniversary of the 9/11 attacks in New York. And so clearly there are major implications here, and we wouldn't want to over-alarm anyone, but our authorities are taking this matter very, very seriously, and we are intent on getting to the bottom of whatever occurred or is occurring here.
When did the Mexican authorities get in touch with their Belizean counterparts?
That happened sometime over the weekend, and they are presently in touch with Belizean authorities as early as possibly Sunday, and certainly this morning. All the diplomatic channels and so on were being utilized in order to ensure that we get to the bottom of the